Rice, rice, baby. Doom, 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 doom. If you're like me and you eat a lot of rice, then you may have a rice cooker. But if you don't have a rice cooker, you can also make rice with just your rice, water, a pot with a lid, and a stove. First things first, measure out how much rice you want. For me, this much rice is about 3-4 servings, but it really depends on how much rice you want to eat. There's a ratio of about 1.5 to 1 3/4 cups of water to 1 cup of rice. So basically a little less than 2 times the amount of rice is how much water you want to have. If you're feeling exact, you can measure it out exactly, but you know me, I don't do measuring. Before you start cooking the rice, you need to wash the rice a few times. Rinse it with some cold water multiple times until the water gets to be clearer. So remember with pasta, you have to boil the water first before putting the pasta in? Well, for rice, you can just put it all in one pot and have it ready to go. Then you just put the lid on it, and you turn on the heat to high. Now you just wait for the water to boil. Once the water comes to a boil, then you want to take it off the heat, the high heat, and then put it onto a lower heat so it doesn't burn. You let it simmer for a while, and remember to keep the lid on tight because you don't want the steam to leave because that's what's cooking it. When the rice has absorbed all the water, you're done! And then you let it rest for between 5 and, like half an hour. And when you're ready to serve it, you can fluff it up with a fork. And look at how pretty our rice turned out! If you're not going to use all of it right when you're serving it, then you can also put it in the freezer in Ziploc bags.
Now we're going to take some of the rice that we just made and we're going to make fried rice with it. Today we're going to use peas, corn, onions, ham, but really you can use any leftovers that you have just lying around as long as it can be sauteed, and then you can just add the rice to it. First thing we're going to do is take vegetable oil and put it in the pan. I'm going to add some onions to this, some garlic. We go for about 2 minutes until these onions are nice and brown. I'm doing this on high heat. Some ham that I already chopped up. Frozen peas and corn. Add that in. And I'm just going to keep cooking this, not until the peas and corn are totally cooked, but until they're defrosted. This is really just a vegetable and ham stir fry at the moment. We're going to take it off the heat and put it into a bowl. A lot of times I'm kind of lazy and like to just leave the veggies in the pan. You definitely don't have to take it off the heat. More vegetable oil. And take our rice and put it right in the oil. Now I'm going to crack an egg. And you just break the yolk with the spoon and mix it around. Some recipes say that it's best if you take the rice out and then cook the egg by itself first and then put the rice in, but I like to just do it all together. It goes a lot faster. You should see that the egg starts to turn solid in the rice. Add the veggies back in. A little bit of soy sauce, that's gonna give it a little bit of salty flavor.
That's a little?
If you want, you can also add salt and pepper. Put it in a bowl. And that's your fried rice. Enjoy.
Recording?
Yeah.
Subject's feet still look the same. Maybe a little scuff on the left shoe.